unveil the chaos here. What's up, folks? We're live.
Good evening,
Whether we're
everyone.
ready or not, we're here. Ooh. What's up, folks? Already amateur hour. So, I'm trying currently to get Skipper in on the games. My games. There we go. I gotta invite a player. Gotta click this link. All right, now I need to go Discord.
Hi, 3G. Hey, Y.
3G.
And Dennis.
All right, Skip,
Hey.
I'm gonna send you the link on Discord.
We got some cool guys here.
That is the link to click to join the game, the new game that we're in on Roll20.
Is that why I can't log in?
Well, you can log in, but nobody else is there, and it's the old game, so I don't think anybody's in that game. This one should be called Dungeons and Degenerates. The Legend Continues.
Yeah, I forgot my damn password.
Ah, I can't help you there, son.
Hi, Whip.
Does anybody remember what was happening? While everybody's fumbling around trying to figure out stuff, and we're still waiting on Kenny. I don't think Rico's making it tonight.
Yeah, he said
Yes.
he's not. Yeah, so at the end of the last session, we really wrapped up that first campaign and then headed back to the main town and Phandalin.
I wouldn't call that a main town. That's a frontier town.
Yes, the main town we've
It's
been
our town.
around.
It's your town.
Certainly
Correct.
not a major urban center. And we heard rumors of something else happening down south that needed our attention or could use our attention. And we were debating about how to get down there. If we were going to walk, if we were going to take a boat, if we were going to go to Neverwinter first or Waterdeep
Right.
first.
On that note, let me retcon a little. Well, not retcon something, but let me throw a little bone in there. The Townmeister and well, not the Townmeister. What's his name? Gundren Rockseeker, right? The guy that you've been traveling with, the dwarf.
Yep.
After hearing all these rumors of what happened down south, he would greatly appreciate if you delivered a letter to Sildar, who is in Neverwinter currently. And keep him abreast, and maybe he might have some information since he's been in a major city while all this has been going down. He might be able to steer your party a little bit in a better direction.
Okay.
So he recommends going to Neverwinter, and if you're going to Neverwinter, please deliver this letter to Sildar.
I think we can do that.
Okay. So on that note, you can continue your, I don't know, I didn't mean to interrupt your recap.
No, that's great. Remind us, what were the rumors going on down south?
The town of Elturel. The rumor is that Baldur's Gate has sealed its gates, shut its gates to anybody coming in, and it was due to an influx of refugees coming from the town of Elturel. Turel. I'm sorry. Turel. Elturel or something like that. Anyway, Elturel. And the rumor that's been reaching the area is that the town was destroyed. Though what caused it or what actually transpired, some say a dragon rose up and destroyed the place. Some say a blast went off that just nuked it out of existence. But, it's just wild speculation at this point. It's all rumor, conjecture.
Okay. And this has just happened over the last few days, right?
It's been like a couple weeks, and then now these rumors have been filtering up the coast.
Okay.
Word travels pretty fast, I guess, when it's scary. And I'm sure it's, all sorts of wild stories.
Yeah.
Jenny Lynn. Amisa. Look, Whip's even here.
All kinds.
What's up, Whip? I'm gonna knock my phone over. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna mute my camera and I'm gonna AFK real quick, but I can still talk.
How do you get rid of on Roll20 everybody's thing and just keep their names? I forget.
In the top right corner,
I
there's a
don't want
cog.
to get rid of my thing.
There's a cog in the top right corner.
Uh-huh.
You click on that, you scroll down to where it says video and something or other, and there's 2 tabs. The second tab, it's like show nameplates and all that stuff. Turn it to just show names only. I believe that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, we had to do that last week.
It's not showing that.
All right, hang on. Let me get
Did
back
you
to
go
my
under
computer.
audio video?
Yeah.
What does it say under audio video?
Who can see you? Who can see? Others can hear you, see you. Download, configure,
tab.
reconnect.
But at the top of the audio video chat, there's also a tab that says video
Uh-huh.
display.
Video display.
Click on that, and it should go to where it says player, video, and avatar size. Click that to be drop down to the drop down names only.
Now I found it. All right. Thank you.
Yep.
I was
And that
seconds
solves the
away.
problem. Seconds.
I believe in you, Whip.
Yeah,
Well,
sure you
here's-
do.
Get the map going. Get the map going here, people. Where are we? We're currently right here. Neverwinter's to the north. And for those that are watching at home, the rumor is that the town of Elturel, or Elturel, I don't even know how to say this name. Where are we going here? There we go. It's all the way down here. And the nearest town is Baldur's Gate, which is a major city in this area. Whoops. A little too far out. But it is probably a good almost 2-week journey by boat from Neverwinter straight to Baldur's Gate. So it's going to take a little time to get there. If you're going by boat. If you're going by land, it's going to take a long time.
What if we could get a ride on a dragon?
Do you know any dragons?
Nope.
You gonna put a sign out looking for dragon? Dragon wanted, come to Neverwinter. Or Phandalin. Maybe it'd be that green dragon. you
Phandalin
guys
Airlines.
fought.
We could probably make a lot of money if we could rent out a dragon.
Not a bad idea. All right, so what's the plan?
I'm so far behind, I don't even know where to start.
Well, I think we should go to the docks and look for a boat that's heading south.
Well, you're currently in Phandalin, so you were deciding on whether to go to Waterdeep or to Neverwinter.
No, I thought we agreed to go to Neverwinter so we could deliver the note.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure that was agreed upon.
Yep.
We're in Sword Mountain right now.
Yeah, that's where that marker is pretty much where the town of Phandalin is. It doesn't really say it on this map,
Okay.
but that's where it is.
And,
And this
we're
is the whole region where you guys have been fighting up and down. There's a trail that goes
I
basically
was,
along this whole ridge here.
I was drunk last week,
Yep.
sleeping underneath the whatchamacallit.
The cart.
Yeah.
Money. Why are you always dirty, man? You're such a dirty cat.
Well, that's mean.
Now we don't.
You know, he's dirty.
We
He
don't.
always gets into stuff. And he's always like dusty, covered in goo.
Dirty.
You dirty cat. Come on. Come to me, my child.
That is in a movie, and I can't remember what it's from. You're dirty.
Dirty kitty. But he needs
Oh,
his loving.
Picture it. It's Tommy Boy. Is it Tommy Boy? You're dirty.
He needs his
You're not.
butt spankings.
All right, so we're going up to Neverwinter.
Think that's the
Everyone's
plan.
Yep.
Out of this conversation.
So the other question I have, we had rented that cart, but I'm assuming we're going to have to leave that now. We do have.
Didn't
There
we
might be
buy
a
it?
wanted sign. There might be a wanted sign for a stolen cart in Neverwinter.
and we do have 2 horses. So
Wasn't
I
it
don't know.
somebody
I
in
thought
this town that you rented that cart from?
I
Yeah.
thought we bought the cart.
No,
Yeah, I
we
think
bought
it
the
was,
2 horses, but we rented the cart.
Well, that was stupid.
Well, at this point, you're
No,
you're
the cart's
generating enough money
gunslingers.
through the town that the
It's rock
person that-
slingers.
it was
Cart.
Rockslinger's cart. Actually, no, it was whatever that
The provider,
His buddy.
provision
can't
guy.
remember the something Coster something Shield. Can't remember what the
Yes.
name of the place was.
Yeah,
Lion Coster Shield, something like that.
something.
We
And,
brought it from Neverwinter, right?
No.
Yes.
Well, yes,
Well,
but it was.
Either way, the
The
person
other
whoever's cart it is the person that you're getting all the supplies to build your house with. So they're okay with losing a few coin on the cart.
Oh, cool.
They're just chalking it up to a business expense at this point.
Okay.
You don't worry, you've paid for the cart. Let's put it that way.
we're gonna
Yeah.
have to rent a stable and a place for our cart in
Dennis,
Neverwinter.
what's up? Why are we always yelling? Yo.
Well, that'll be something we need to figure out too. Is if we're going to take ships or a ship, can they accommodate the horses?
I guess we could see if there's a ship that's big enough that we can take the horse and the wagon.
I bet you there is. I mean, that's going to
should
be.
be.
All right, well, you're going to take the journey to Neverwinter. It's going to take you a good part of a week to get there
Okay.
Week.
overground. Isn't that how long it took you? Like 4 to 5 days, I think, to get to where you're at.
I don't.
think so.
I don't know. I wasn't
Original.
there for the first half of the trek.
I think I have to look this up, but I think you can move. What was it, 6 squares a day, something like that? So yeah, I mean,
Perhaps.
good 3, 4. It's going to take a good 4 days. Let's put it that way, to get to Neverwinter.
I don't even see the squares on this. We're so far out.
Yeah, this is a big map. I could probably bring this in a lot closer. Whoops. So you make your way to the high road and up the coast to Neverwinter with you know, no really encounters since you cleared out the goblins the first time around, which are the real big threat on the road.
Jason,
So it's relatively.
Do you want to put the map up on the stream?
It is. I can see
I
it.
thought it was, yeah.
Oh,
How comes I'm not seeing the token though?
It's up on YouTube, but the token ain't there.
I don't see it on YouTube, but
It's definitely there. I can see it.
okay.
Yeah, where is that token? Hang on.
There it is.
Tokens up in Neverwinter.
Oh, there it is. Okay. For some reason, I didn't see it either. It must not have been there for a sec. I had to
I just had
refresh.
to refresh.
Yeah, I did too. Okay, well, that's the town of Neverwinter. And I believe Ed has his family here.
Yes, I do.
You need to do anything while you're in town here?
Not really. I don't want to see him.
Like, Mom, bite me.
Yeah. I mean, we could go and. How many potions? Do we need any potions of anything?
Good question.
I could probably get us a discount on some potions if we need some healing potions.
I will
Are we
give you the
getting low on
family
healing
discount.
potions? We had a ton of them.
I think we have 11 healing potions left.
Well,
Is that
how much
good?
does a healing potion normally sell for? We could take like $100 and see how many my dad will sell.
I mean,
us.
are you asking? I mean, I could. Are you trying to sell the potions you have? Is what you're saying?
No.
No,
buy
I was
more.
thinking if we try to buy $100 worth of more.
Well, there's different
Because they
types of
do
healing
come in
potions,
handy.
right? There's different types of healing potions. There's a healing potion, and then there's a greater healing potion, and then there's
Yeah,
like
I
a
know,
superior
those-
healing potion, and each one does better than the last. You know what I mean? Whoops.
What
Yeah,
do
so
we have? Do we even know?
I think we just have standards.
I believe. I mean, there's probably some. I don't know. I told you every potion you got. So if there anything other than standard, your party treasurer would know.
I think they're all standard from my recollection. I don't
They're
have
Potion of
standard.
healings.
as greater.
They're just regular. It only does. It's just standard.
Okay.
It might be
Standard.
worth us to spend. How much do we have some spare cash?
Well, what I think Zanny just said we're like at what 600 gold each or something.
So if we're not
Oh,
going to
each.
give any more money in Phandalin for more repairs on the house, we each get 420 gold.
400.
Well, I'm forgiving another 100 for that. If all 6 of us put in 100 more, how much did we owe? 1,000 left?
I thought
Yeah.
Jason had said 1,000 total.
Maybe we should try to scrub out 1,000 and then split it among each other.
Okay, if we do that, everybody gets 280 gold pieces.
Okay.
And you're
And
securing
now-
enough funds to finish the repairs on the mansion or the manor.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that would be a smart move for us to do.
All right. You certainly can do that, and the town is certainly grateful for somebody taking the manor over and putting a little money into the economy.
Now I would add that
And they'll work on the repairs.
that also assumes that we get rid of, because we've got like some platinum signet rings, we've got some gems, we've got some other gems, some perfumes.
Oh yeah, you can definitely hawk that stuff for whatever the gold value was that I
Yep.
told you. I usually tell you what the gold value is when I give you that shit, right?
Yep,
Yep.
you do.
Okay, cool.
Well, do we want to
cool.
sell all that junk off
Yes.
when we get?
I mean,
the
we're not going
city?
to use it for anything, right?
It's nothing
Yeah,
special. It's nothing that has to do with a campaign. It's just something for you to rack some money up, like scrap.
Yeah, we ought to do that. We could check on how much, like, a shield would cost. Like, I don't know how much a +1 shield would cost, but I might be willing to see while we're at the armory to see if they have a +1 shield I could buy. Everybody else might have a object that would help them while we're in the big city.
Yeah.
So why don't we do that? Well, you said
Liquidate.
everybody would have 280, and then we'll go sell our junk and then
Money.
find out how much to split that up among
No,
us.
that the 280 includes selling all that stuff,
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
as does the 420 if we didn't do the upgrades on the manor.
Okay, well maybe
420,
we could
yo.
upgrade it. Okay, so I'll put
Yeah.
280. And then do you want me to go? We could go see how much healing potions cost, and maybe everybody could buy 2 or 3 healing potions depending on how much they cost at the blood fork, and then everybody would have 3 potions extra on them in case something bad happens.
I like it.
Because healing potions are huge. Now I learned something in Baldur's Gate. If you take your healing potion and throw it at the ground, everybody in the area gets healed.
I don't know if that doesn't apply in this game.
I didn't think so. I just thought it
I think they did that for ease of playing online.
That's a different game.
That's a different game. Although Baldur's Gate would be a fun game to play.
Hey,
It is great.
Supposed to pick that up.
Hey,
Kenny?
Kenny.
what's up,
What's
guys?
up, Kenny?
Well,
Any?
let's go inventory. And I'm going to write
Okay.
down 280.
Now you're going to your family apothecary or whatever you want to call it, potion alchemist, family-owned business that's been there for half a century in Neverwinter, and they'll give you the family discount, even though they feel a little slighted by doing it. Not the favorite son, but we'll do it.
It's true.
I
We'll
always
give you
feel like
half off.
family and friends
Half
should always
off. Well,
pay.
that's a great deal.
Should always pay full price to support their friends.
However, healing potions, normal healing potions are normally 50 gold, so you'll be paying 25 for them if you want them. Greater healing potions are normally 250 gold, so you'll be paying 125 for each one of them. Superior healing potions are usually 2,500 gold,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
supreme healing potions are 25,000 gold.
Yeah, we'll need all that.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
drop
think that's
100.
what we got, right? Wasn't it
four.
all that last one? I'm pretty sure.
I know you guys have a ton of healing potions, like normal general, like
They
everyday
were
healing
all
potions.
they were all standard that we got from.
Oh no, they were the high end ones. I know they were.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I remember him saying they were the supreme
Complete
healing
healer.
mode.
Don't
But-
upset the dungeon.
Well, you may
master.
have them, but you're not selling them for that price. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Actually, why don't everybody buy? I mean, I don't care what you guys buy, but I'm thinking if we all bought 3, then we would have 3 emergency heals on us plus the backups for whatever we find along the way.
Did I miss what we each have? Like,
Yeah, we
Yes.
all have $280 to spend.
okay.
and we have 11 healing potions.
And don't forget, if you guys want to take a boat ride, that ain't free.
Exactly.
True that.
Well,
I
I think anybody that has healing spells shouldn't waste the money on healing potions.
Well, I run out of spells, so
Oh,
that's why I'm gonna buy 3.
all right.
That would be 75 gold, and that's half price. So
So yeah, but shouldn't we see how much the boat ride's going to be first, or what
sure,
we're?
we can go. We can go find how
Because-
much the boat ride is.
Yeah, because that can make a difference on how much money everybody's going to have then after that fact.
Somebody's thinking.
Boat ride
Somebody
better
is
not be that
thinking, man.
expensive. Or
Because-
I say we go find a cheaper boat.
Well,
There is only
you
one.
you do have a letter that you're supposed to be delivering to somebody in this town, by the way.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let's do the letter first, guys.
To
Just get it out of the
Sildar,
way.
right?
Yes.
Now, if you remember correctly, Sildar was a human, right?
Yep.
And he was a member. He was a paid guard of Gundren Rockseeker.
Right.
Let me find here. Let me look through here real quick and see if I can find Sildar's description.
And a paladin.
I don't think he was. I mean, I think Ed always thought he was a paladin, but I don't think he was ever a paladin. I think he was just a warrior.
He was a paladin to Ed.
Yep.
You acted like a paladin.
According to this, he's just a human warrior. Yeah. And if you remember correctly, I believe he was a member of an order, right?
Yeah, we joined his order, didn't we?
Yes, you did, as a matter of fact. And that
maybe-
order, let me try and figure this
Maybe
out.
he's got some inside connections and we can get a free boat ride because of our connection with the order.
Was he part of the herpes?
Herpes.
Harper's.
Harper's.
Yes, I think that might have been it. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out where that is.
Is way back.
He's a member of the Lord's Alliance.
Lord's Alliance.
Okay, where is he at?
Whatever that is.
Bum, bum, bum. Gotta look through past adventures
So
here.
we're members of the Harpers and the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah, you joined 2 different things, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, like within hours of each other.
Yeah.
Where the hell? Give Give me a sec here.
Damn it, Bobby.
Trying to find out where this is.
Right where you left it.
I would also like to run by the armory if that's all right too when we're in town.
Sure. Well, let's set up the whole Sildar thing. Anyway, it was the order of whatever I just said it was, the Lord's Alliance, and basically they just keep an eye on happenings in town, make sure no one group gets too much power over another in the general area around Neverwinter. They were trying to extend their way to Phandalin, and he sent out his compatriot Ierno, which turned out to be somebody who betrayed the order and tried to take over the region for themselves. Ierno was the Black Widow, or the Black Spider, if you remember correctly.
Oh yeah, we killed him.
And you killed him.
You did kill him.
So yeah, but the Lord's Alliance, that's what their goal
I
is.
think the Lord's Alliance owes us a favor for that.
So when you return to Sildar, he greets you at his manor with open arms.
Nice
Says,
guy.
what can I do for you guys? Last I heard, you were trying to free the Wave Echo Cave.
Well,
I'm assuming it all went well.
It did indeed. Unfortunately, both of Gundar's brothers were killed, but Gundar's
Sad
alive
news.
and well. He asked us to bring you this letter and deliver this to you. And yes, the caves are open and cleared. The Black Spider is dead, as are all his henchmen.
Yeah. No, the Black Spider got away in the first encounter. That's right.
Yep.
And then you found him again. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. So he is. He invites you into the parlor, sits down, opens the letter, and reads it. And even though he takes it all in with a stride, he's like, "Well, at the end of the day, it's good news, but Ierno really has double-crossed this order. We must revamp some things. And this new news of Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I do know of some of what has transpired, but I don't know what. I can tell you what I know, and I can tell you a contact that's in Baldur's Gate currently, but discretion needs to be had here. And I'll tell you what he knows.
Understood, yes.
From what he can gather is something happened at the town of Elturel, though he's not sure what. From the rumors that have come across his desk is that the town is now nothing more than a crater of what used to be there. And it was a major city, probably about the size of Neverwinter.
Wow.
So it was not a small place. Most of the residents disappeared with the town, so he's assuming the worst, that the town has been destroyed, but he has no idea what happened. The town of Elturel was a very interesting place. He will tell you that many years ago, there was an order of knights, paladins, called the Hell Riders, and they were determined to take. They were on a holy war against the devils and the demons of the underworld,
Oh, Lord.
and they were sick of them coming to this world, this realm, and doing their will, and then going back to their home plane and plotting and scheming. So they decided that they were going to take the fight to the devils. Now, if you don't know, there's this thing called the Blood War that has been happening for all of eternity, in which devils and demons are mortal enemies. Well, immortal enemies. They've been locked in a war for countless millennia against each other. They fight this war over and over and over again, gaining ground, losing ground, each side, and takes place in the Nine Hells. I don't know if you know this stuff, but there is worlds other than this one.
Yep.
Let you
Do
know
angels
that.
ever get involved?
Occasionally, there is rumors of that. However, it's a place of despair. I mean, have you ever heard of, Dante's Inferno? It's pretty much that same exact
Yeah,
premise.
angels probably only go and help when somebody accidentally gets there on
That
accident.
was an awesome game.
That was the awesome books.
He said, so these Hell Riders disappeared into the Nine Hells, and the town of Elturel had this. They called it the Companion. I don't know how to describe this to you, but it was something that came and formed. It was a giant ball of light that was in the center of town, and it was there for 50 years or so, and it protected the town from any sort of evil,
Invasion?
invasion, evil. Said some of the rumors he heard was that the light turned black before the town disappeared, but he has no confirmation of that. He does, however, have somebody that is a member of the Lord's Alliance that was also a member of the Hell Riders that didn't disappear with the town. Apparently, they were outside doing some away from town and saw it all happen.
So
They
where are
are
all these
currently
refugees from?
from whoever was not in the town. I mean, the town is a huge town, but most of the people got to work in the fields to support the
Maybe
town.
suburbs.
Yeah,
They're like suburbs around it.
farms, mostly farms, farmers, people out in the fields toiling in for the day, travelers that were going to and from the town. There's a lot of people traveling in and out of the city every day. Some people, live out in the farms. But when the town disappeared, most of the town folk, anybody that was in the walls of the town went with it.
So what's this dude's name?
It's a woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's this chick's
She
name?
is a member of the Hell Riders, so she's a sworn duty is to protect the town of El Turo from evil or ill doers. Her name. I'm looking at the wrong adventure. Sorry, Monty. I gotta get my adventure out from under you. You're okay, buddy. Is Rhea Mantlehorn. Mantlemorn. Mantlemorn.
Rhea, man.
Rhea Mantlemorn. Last she heard, she was in somewhere in the town of Baldur's Gate. However, there has been some rumor that the Baldur's Gate is a very interesting town if you've never been there. So let me warn you about Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is ruled by ruffians. The only thing holding the town together is the muscle, and the muscle is paid by the dukes. There are 3 dukes in Baldur's Gate. Now, the interesting thing is Baldur's Gate in El Turo has a sordid history. Baldur's Gate stands at the mouth of the river that goes to El Turo. Now, somewhere in history, some bad decisions were made. Well, Baldur's Gate was basically founded as a pirate town, and it has grown from then. And now it's basically under the controls of the dukes, who hire the muscle to keep everybody in control. The muscle, however, does not care about a whole bunch of stuff. Murders happen all the time. As long as the general populace stays in line, that's all that happens. So it's a rough and tumble city, so be very careful. Now the other thing is,
Good to know.
one of the dukes, there are 3 families that rule Baldur's Gate. They're the dukes, and one of the archduke, the main duke, the one that controls basically everything, was in the town of Elturel on a mission to make peace after all the sordid history that they had. The town of Baldur's Gate was accused or probably guilty of halting merchants and shaking them down as they were going up and down the river to Elturel, which severely hurt the city's economy and ability to get materials and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they resented that. Now it's been a long time that they've been kind of, a tentative agreement that won't happen anymore. But there was an insistence that the Archduke go to El Turo to finalize some sort of treaty. However, when he was in the town, the town disappeared. Destroyed, whatever happened. There's a crater there. So, my best contact is Rhea Mantelmorn, who's in the city of Baldur's Gate, somewhere. She knows me. She knows she's a member of the Lord's Alliance. He'll give you some sort of passphrase to let you know that she knows that you know that you're in the know. But it says seek her out, find out what she knows, and see what you can do.
Can you get us there?
Oh, that's the other problem. Is ever since Baldur's Gate has sealed its gates, the only way in and out of the city is with boat travel. And they have that harbor locked down pretty tight. They're only letting certain things in, certain things out. Mostly nothing out. I can secure your passage, but I can't do it for free. I can get you on a supply ship with goods and foods, but you're going to have to pose as some of the crew.
That's fine.
Okay.
And in order to do that, the captain is charging quite a hefty price.
How much?
Lest he be found out. Normal passage would be 100, but now in these times it's 200 per person.
I knew that was coming. That's why I said don't buy nothing.
I was waiting for you all to scrabble to find the money after you spend it all.
Yeah. So there's no discount or anything?
That is the discount.
That is the discounted rate.
That seems like an inflated rate to me.
It is an inflated rate. Well, supply and demand, my son.
Can I talk amongst our group without this guy hearing?
I mean, you have nothing to hide from me, but sure.
Well, okay. So what about our contacts in the Harpers? Do you think any of them can get us over there?
Let me look at the Harpers. I think the Harpers were like a secret.
I doubt it.
Organization.
They're more just spies and info collectors.
Yeah, but spies and info collectors need forms of transportation to travel around the realm.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you're more than welcome to try. I mean,
And I don't know where we're going to find somebody from the Harpers.
that's the
Pretty-
other
they're
question.
pretty
Is,
secretive.
she gave you the symbol. You just need to find somebody to contact in the city. And since you didn't go to that person before you left town, you have nobody to know. Let me.
Well, can I ask a question?
I'm sure if you
If
want to
we
be
spend-
spending a little time in this town, you can figure it out and get some info from. The Harpers aren't going to be able to get you any more transportation than Sildar can, because Sildar is actually kind of a reputable person in this town.
Okay.
And
Let's
if you
go
want
with it.
something done, however, the Harpers can give you a little more info on what's transpiring in the town of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Right.
This guy, he doesn't know that we're a Harper because the Harpers are a secret.
Right. I'm assuming this is going to happen when you're done here, so
Yeah.
I'll wait till you're done
Yeah.
here. You guys can, yeah, whatever you want to do here.
Well, you need. Can you give us the passphrase?
Yeah. I don't know. Think of one. Let me see. The wind
early
blows.
the
The
worm.
wind blows in the sycamore trees.
All right.
There you go.
All right. The wind blows in the sycamore trees.
There you go. Yeah. Now,
So that's all the information he has.
correct.
So we should probably get some more information from the
From the
group.
Harpers.
Yeah.
Well, the Harpers are indeed an organization of whispers and rumors, and they will tell you that the town of Baldur's Gate is ruled by 3 dukes. The Grand Duke Older Ravengard, which 10 days before the town disappeared, he went with a company of his soldiers on a diplomatic mission to Elturel. There was a formal invitation from the High Overseer of Elturel. The High Overseer's name is Davius Krieg. He was the High Overseer of Elturel. He's also the person that was credited with bringing the companion to light. There was also one of the other dukes is Thalamra Van Thampur. It is a woman. She was a rough and tumble lady who grew up as working in the sewers and made her way up to the Minister of Waterworks and all the way to Duke of Baldur's Gate. Pretty epic story. And let's see. The third Duke is Duke Portier, and he was a commander of the Flaming Fist, which is the order of soldiers that are pretty much the mercenaries that control the police of Baldur's Gate, police/military, and they work at the behest of the dukes. And he rose to one of the dukes, and 3 dukes rule the city. However, one of the dukes has disappeared. The Grand Duke Older Ravengard. He was the one that was on the diplomatic mission to Elturel when the town disappeared.
So the Grand Duke of Elturel was
No. The Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate.
The Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate
went to the town of Elturel on a diplomatic mission.
Right.
When he was in the town of Elturel
is when the
whatever happened.
Yeah.
The town disappeared, and there's nothing but a crater left. Everybody just saw. Well, the rumors were that the companion, which was a big ball of light in the center of town, that was a protective field, turned black, and the town just vanished from.
And who was the other guy of interest that went to the town that disappeared, or was it just him?
That was the guy. That was the guy of interest that went to the town, the Grand Duke.
Okay.
And he was the one that was pretty much in charge of the military, the Flaming Fists. Duke Portier was a commander of the Flaming Fist, so he certainly has a whole lot of pull. And from the rumors that the Harpers have heard, is he's pretty much the one running the military right now. However, there have been some other rumors surfacing in the town of people being murdered left and right by some death cults He has no idea what that's about, but the whole town is in fear. The gates have been locked. There are refugees everywhere trying to get in. The city seems to be in chaos.
It is our duty to restore order to the realm.
Well, that's a good thing. That's what the Harpers are here, but we also listen. So don't expose the order and report back any rumors that you might know to be true. We need more truths than rumors these days. Let's put it that way.
Copy 10-4, Roger.
Yeah, how about that?
He said that they know that there have been followers in the city of Baldur's Gate. The followers of the Dead Three have been murdering people on a spree ever since the Grand
So
Duke disappeared.
the dead 3 is the murder cult.
Yeah, the Dead Three refer to there are three gods: Bane, Baal, and Merkel, and they're all gods of evil and dead. That's why they're
Merkel.
called the Dead Three. Yeah, there's been a crisis of murder sprees throughout the city, and they've been wreaking havoc, causing problems for guards. I guess the guards have orders to kill any cultists they see on sight.
I feel
The
like
other
we're gonna
thing
face
is,
a lot of undead in this next mission.
the last thing of that the Harpers have is information on the Hell Riders. The Hell Riders were the paladins / warriors of Elturel, the elite order that kept the peace, everything. However, when they arrived at Baldur's Gate, there was some sort of altercation that occurred. They don't know exactly what. However, the order was put out that all Hell Riders were to be detained on site, and if they would not come peacefully, they will come alive or dead. So there's a bounty on Hell Riders in Baldur's Gate.
Which Baldur's Gate is the one that's locked up. Or no, that's Elturel.
Nope. Baldur's Gate is locked up. Elturel is supposedly no longer in existence in this world.
Okay. I don't know if it'll work, but I kind of got a plan.
Okay. Well, that's all the Harpers really have to tell you. So
All right, we're done with the
make
Harpers.
you can make
Cool.
that what you want.
So here, I have an idea. What if we find our contact, right? Who is the Lord of whatever the in the clan with us,
Lord's Alliance.
Lord's Alliance. What if we find our contact who is a member of the Lords of Alliance and a Hill Rider, and we use her
Hell Rider.
Hell Rider, and we use her as like bait to get into the town.
Well, yeah, I think that's the idea, but we gotta figure out how to find her. And
Right.
if she went to Baldur's Gate, there's every chance that she's imprisoned because she's a Hell Rider. We won't know till we get there, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the idea. That's why we got the contacts. We could go look her up and leverage that. Absolutely.
Okay, what was the plan?
Well, it looks like we're paying this freaking captain dude $200 a head.
All right.
Yep, I think so.
Shucking out the
Can
money.
I just ask one quick thing?
Sure.
Do we have a job that we know that's going to bring back $1,200 worth of gold by going there, or are we just having fun to investigate?
We're saving the town, Ed. We're gonna go fight some demons.
Listen,
Yeah.
we can always make more money. We can never make more time.
Okay, let's do it.
Well,
I was just thinking
Laura
if we had
said,
a
you know,
job going at the same time, maybe they could help pay for some of the ride.
I agree with Ed because
Yes.
like that's 2, 4, 6, that's 8. But we're
Well,
taking everybody else.
Sildar will let you know that he is paying at least half of your all of your travel expenses, and this is all he asks and contribute. He knows that the job doesn't pay, but maybe you'll find payment along the way. And some
And
things are
he's
beyond
paying
money.
He's paying our travel expenses.
He's paying half of your travel expenses,
Half of it.
which
Okay.
brings it
So
down
does
to
that-
200 apiece.
Which brings it so it's still 200 apiece.
It's still 200 apiece. This is the heavy hand of
That's what I
the
was thinking.
DM taking your gold away, is what it is.
Jason,
Like, what
how-
if there's a rich family that has somebody
You
there
know,
that they
you-
need out or something? I don't know.
You
Just
can
throwing it out there.
negotiate everything you want when time comes. I'm not
Well,
stopping you.
there-
We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll
So-
make it up.
Is there like
Alright.
any like side quests that need to be done at where we're at now, or no?
I think
Uh,
maybe we'll just find some there.
It seems to be the most pressing matter is to get to Baldur's Gate, try and make
Right.
contact with Rhea, and see what she knows, since she's been in the town since this happened, or relatively. He hasn't heard contact from her for a little while, but from the rumors he's heard, it's probably not easy, considering she's wanted in the
Yeah.
town,
Right.
Pretty much, we're paying.
and the gates are sealed. So
We're paying $200 a person. That leaves us with $80, and we can't go shopping.
Well,
can go
it's
shopping
leaving
with
me
80
with
bucks a piece.
5. I'm only got $5 because I'm gonna buy 3 of those potions.
well, didn't you have anything before, Ed?
Yeah, we all have potions already, don't we?
We have 11.
yeah, I think there was like a ton of potions in the party treasury.
Yeah.
Well,
You probably don't need to buy any potions.
we have 11 by my count. 'Cause we
Which
used
means
3 of
at
them.
least, yeah, at least
We
one a
used 3 of
person.
them last session.
All right, I'll go. I'll buy it next time.
Why don't you give Ed some potions so he feels better about not having any potions? I think that's what needs to happen here.
I get what he's saying because you don't know what we're about to get into.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
would save that 8, keep that 80 just in case of something else.
How much?
At least everybody should have 1 or 2 on them.
Good night, Jenny.
Like if Xdu dies, we gotta loot him just to heal him.
Well, we still know that we have 11. So technically, it was on that wagon, right?
I think Ed's saying to divvy the potions,
Okay.
Yes.
Instead of having them in the party treasury.
which makes a lot of sense
of us
for
have-
people to actually have the potions
Yes.
when they need them.
So let's take them with us then.
I just automatically thought we all had whatever on us because we're carrying the equal load.
Yeah, I would kind of think so too, but
That's what
Well,
I
you would
thought.
think that until it comes time to have a potion and it's like in the cart and you're nowhere near the cart.
Yeah, and it hasn't
well-
been discussed
Well,
that we
we're
all
not.
have
We're not
one.
going to have.
I
it
now
for-
have 2 potions on me.
He
So-
took them.
Ed is taken 2. So that's 9 in the party.
I'll take 1.
I have not played Baldur's Gate 3, but I've heard it is good, Killer Kitty. Heard a lot
It
of
is
people talking
great.
about
What
good
are
things
they?
about it.
Potions of healing.
Everybody should have 2. I'll take 1.
Okay.
If there's 11.
There you go. Yep.
Are they the greater ones? Which ones are
Oh, they're just.
We
the
don't have
standard.
any.
Just
It's not
regular.
normal.
And everybody
Well-
can take 2 because I'm not a player. And
Yeah,
there'll
but
be one left
Rico,
over.
I mean, he's not here, but he's
That's
here.
what you get for not being here.
they? Well,
He gets the 1.
sidetrack for a second. Did you guys see Rico's message in the group chat?
About
Rico messaged the group chat saying, "I've been thinking about this since Thursday
We'll talk
night."
about that later.
yeah. Why don't we save that till afterwards and we can discuss this all later.
I did not
Alright.
see that.
Yeah, that must have just
I
came
didn't
through.
It just came
Anyway.
through at 7:20. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so everybody gets 2 healing potions.
There you go.
So, I
One
guess
loses $200.
Could
How do
are we still
I-
stopping by the armory? Because I wouldn't mind at least looking to see how much studded leather would cost me. I don't wear any leather at all. I mean armor at all.
Really?
I mean we could stop there and see what the prices are.
Why are you not
Well,
wearing
got
armor?
you
That's
that
the-
black armor.
I have no armor. I have traveler's clothes, and I have
No, you got that black leather armor.
That makes no sense, man. Come on now.
I don't have
We
armor.
gave you the black leather armor that the wizard dude was wearing.
Yes, I think that's.
Oh, that's
where it
right.
came from.
But I don't know what that was. Does that help me with my armor class at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wearing leather armor at the moment.
I wear nothing.
According to your character sheet, you have leather armor on.
Where? Oh yeah.
Uh,
God dang it! I'm blind as a bat. Never mind.
Now, what was the black armor that you're talking about? I can look it up to make sure.
It was one of the
Yeah.
wizards that we ousted. Was it the main dude?
Yeah, was it the black
Yeah,
spider? I think
The black spider.
Okay, let's see what he was wearing.
because I got his staff.
And if nothing else, it'll look cool. It's black.
Hey, Kitty's here. Hi, Kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh, it must have been the other guy.
Oh, baby cat. Thank you.
Looks like I didn't have armor, so. Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on
I
now.
need to turn on my fan. It's kind of hot, getting hot in here.
It's getting a little warm in here. It's getting a little warm in here.
Come on. It's funny that when you're in your basement, it's the warmest part of your house sometimes, especially in the summer.
Yeah. All right, what the hell?
That's them there fish tanks for you.
Yeah, holding that heat and humidity in. Why does it not show me this? Sometimes I think the Avenger is trying to kill me. Oh, that's the wrong adventure.
How do I add
That's
items
wrong.
to my backpack?
You got to go to the inventory thing, manage inventory.
Manage inventory. Backpack.
Oh, here we
Oh
go.
look, +3 studded leather. I'm just gonna add that.
Good luck with that.
Now, I typed in healing potions, and the only ones I could find in the
Or the
inventory
greater ones.
thing was greater ones, so I just put them in there, but I know that they're just standard.
Okay.
I
Or,
think,
yeah,
the
that's-
last one, it's
that
just
was
there
a problem
wasn't
I
any
was
others.
having too.
Yeah, it
I think
only
you
says
got-
greater.
You got to look at just got to type in healing potion. I think is there healing potion of healing. I think is what it is.
Yeah, but it only comes up potion of healing greater and then some elixirs.
Yeah, that's all I got. So I just took 2 of those, and I figure, I know it's just the weak one. But I didn't want you to see it later and
All
say
right.
I was trying to pull a fast one.
When
They
I
have regular
type
ones,
in
potion of
the
healing.
the first word I type in is potion, and the second item is potion of healing.
Yeah, I see it.
That's what I did.
It's
so-
gray. It's gray, and then there's a green
It's
one and
not
a blue one.
green.
and a
Yeah,
purple.
don't take the green one. Take the gray one or the whatever. It's not a color. It's just potion of healing gear. It doesn't even register it as a potion. It says it's gear. Maybe if you don't make sure you don't have the filter on. Any filters?
Potion of healing gear. Okay. I found it.
Monty. Look at this scritchy kitty. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's like knocked off. Look at his face. He's like, Daddy.
Nico's looking at his face.
Look at Nico.
Say something.
So while
Say
we're
something.
talking
See
about
this kitty
gear,
over here? Look at this.
we also have 3 other potions that I don't know what they are. We have a potion of vitality that Kenny took. We have a potion of invisibility that's still unclaimed. And we have 3 scrolls: Augury, Misty Step, and Lightning Bolt. Anybody wants any of that stuff now?
I don't even know, like who. So the invincibility one, that should
It's
probably get
Invisibility, not invincibility.
What is it?
Invisibility.
Invisibility, not invincibility.
I'm gonna get
Whichever.
Nico some
Damn
more
it, it's
water.
my own damn language. You know what I meant.
And
No, I didn't
have
know
a-
what you meant. I'm making sure you know what it is.
I have a potion of vitality, right?
Yep.
When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and causes any disease or poison affecting you. And
Yeah, I
ceases
think given
cures for the next 24 hours. You regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend. The potion's crimson liquid regularly pulses with dull light, calling it to mind and heart.
yeah, so I think invisibility could go to River.
That would be a good option because I have an invisibility spell.
Yeah, it'd be good for River when going to investigate like a certain area it may be needed.
But my also my invisibility spell now cast as hold on, let me check this. So I can now cast invisibility at a 3rd level, which allows me to target 2 individuals.
Wow.
Right on.
So I can target myself and another creature.
Yeah, it uses a 3rd level slot.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So
my
it's
scorching
upcasting.
ray, my scorching ray is also a 3rd level now.
Ooh, that sounds
Which
awesome.
Well, you have to cast it at 3rd level. It's
Right.
not just 3rd level when you cast it. You have
I
to
can
use that
use
slot.
I can use it as a 2nd level, but I can also use it as a 3rd level spell slot.
Correct. And you have, I don't know how many 3rd level slots.
I
think
have
it's
2.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's called upcasting.
Yeah.
But yeah. And it does extra damage.
Jason,
It
remind
does.
me, can anybody use a scroll?
Hey, Greek.
Hold on. Let me find out.
Hey, Tommy.
What's going on?
Silver Creek.
I know we're all only just making you look stuff up, but did you get anywhere on that black leather
Yeah,
armor?
it was just regular leather.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But it looks cool.
It does look cool. It's black.
Mm-hmm.
Looking cool in Dungeons and Dragons is half the game.
Would studded leather help me at all, or is it all kind of the same thing?
Studded is 1 more AC.
It would be
Right,
one
just-
better.
Basic leather.
And how do I find out how much that is? Do I just have to?
How much
I'll-
it costs?
Yeah.
I just asked Google what it generally costs, and then it could range from there. How much does studded leather armor cost in Dungeons and Dragons?
Okay, let me read this.
About 45 gold.
I'm going to read what the rules say about spell scrolls. All right. A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written into a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
Come on. No, get off there. Nico, come on.
Okay.
Casting a spell requires reading requires the normal casting time. Once the spell is cast, the words on the scroll fade and it crumbles to dust. If the casting is interrupted, the scroll is not lost. Okay. If the spell is on your spell class's spell list, but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you can make an ability check using your spell casting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. It's a DC 10 plus the spell's level. Okay, so basically, in the rules, it'll tell you if you're a wizard, you can cast spells from the wizard spell list.
Yep.
Okay?
Gotcha.
That's what they're talking about when they say the list.
Yep.
If you know it, you can just cast it right off the scroll. If you don't know it, but it's in your spell list, then you have a chance of casting it. And if it's not on your spell list at all, you can't even read it. So that's how it works.
This is why I'm not a
Great,
wizard
thanks.
or a spellcaster.
That's why I hunt shit.
So then that's something I should have, or
But you do have spells.
Sid should have.
Well, it depends on what the scroll is, right? If it's a priestly scroll, It's not going to do you any good.
Yeah.
Maybe, Kenny. If it's a wizardly scroll, it's not going to do Ed any good.
Do we know what it is?
I believe I told you what it was. If not, you have to tell me where you got it, and then I'll tell you. I'll try to
Didn't
find
it
it.
come from the fucking black spider?
No, we have a scroll of augury. We have
That's
a
mine.
scroll. What, Ed?
The augury spell, that's a priest one that we got a long time ago.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So I've
it.
got that
So
one.
anybody who can
I don't even know
cast.
what it does though.
Hang on.
It's spying, scrying, essentially.
What does the spell of augury do?
Eavesdrop.
It lets you. It gives you like a wheel or woe kind of thing. Like if basically you cast it and ask a question, and the DM will give you an answer. It's like yes, no, and
That's right.
Oh yeah. All right.
We also have a
That's it.
scroll of misty step
that is a wizard spell.
and lightning bolt.
That's probably
That's
a wizard one,
spell.
even though
That
I
is a
do
wizard
lightning.
spell. God damn it. Yeah, that would be a wizard spell.
Okay.
Or anybody that has that on their spell list.
I have call lightning now.
Yeah, you don't have that though. What's it called? Lightning bolt. Lightning
Bolt and misty step.
bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Sorcerer Wizard level 3 spell.
There you go. So if you're a sorcerer or a wizard, you can probably cast it. Or if you have access to those spells via some other means. Sometimes you have innate abilities and stuff like that. So basically you have to be able to cast it either now or in the future. To be able to
You'd be an
cast it.
arcane trickster.
Yeah, and I think that gives you access to a whole lot of spell stuff.
They can even steal other wizard spells at high level.
That's kind of cool. Right on.
But they only steal it when it's casted at them, and then they can save it and use it later.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they're stealing it from them forever.
Right.
So what level are the scrolls?
I believe Lightning Bolt is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, lightning bolt's a
Nice.
3rd level spell.
Save that boy for a big hit.
And Kenny, you're probably, I might be able to use it, but probably not yet.
Yeah, bards have a lot of access to that stuff too.
Not lightning bolt.
Are you? I can't remember. I always forget. Are you a bard?
Yes, I'm a bard.
Yes. Okay.
And he's a wizarding bard.
Yeah, I'm a pretty heavy wizardy bard.
Yeah, most bards are kind of little wizardy.
Yeah, I went a little extra heavy in the.
Yeah, it's a 3rd level spell. Sorcerer wizard, but I believe bards have access to some of those spell lists, right?
Eventually,
What spell list do you have access to right now?
just the bard list.
And what
Plus
is on
my,
the bard list?
not lightning bolt.
Oh,
Or
okay,
misty step.
not until higher level.
I'm glad I looked at them spells.
But don't bards have a certain ability to use that stuff?
Yes, magic secrets, and I
There we
actually
go.
took the
Do a check to see if you succeed or fail.
Okay.
Because you can't currently cast it, but it could potentially be in your repertoire.
Okay,
in the
I'll take
future.
that one. I don't know who can use Misty Step.
You probably
would
could
be-
too for that same reason. And wizards. It's a wizard spell.
Right. So that would be me or you at a higher level.
I think it's actually warlock. Here, I'll look it up.
I just wondered
I think warlocks can use it too.
if the ranger gets access to that sometime, because that would be kind of a handy one for River to have as well. If she was exploring and got into a pinch. Seems like
Sorcerer, warlock, wizard are the 3
warlock wizard.
that can do Misty Step innately. And since you have access to sorcerer spells, you should be able to do it at some point if you can't do it already.
Okay.
So it's along the same lines. You would get a succeed or fail check
Gotcha.
if it's if you were to cast it. All right. So what's the plan, folks?
Did we still need to go to the armory, or are we just going to move on?
Well, we could try to get Whip some armor. He can afford that.
No, I'm sorry. Let me look it up. It was studded leather.
45.
45 plat or gold. I mean.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
All right.
Right?
Is that acceptable to our DM? Because that's just what Google said.
I might have to add the premium fee onto that
Yeah, that's the player's handbook listing.
because that's the
Yeah.
finest studded leather in all the land is what you're trying to buy right now.
Well, then it better
Maybe it'll
give me
be
a plus
+1
two.
then.
That'll be 45.
Just so you know, I also looked up if you wanted +1, it's anywhere from 500 to 5,000.
Yep.
So it really jumps.
Wow.
I'm going
Or-
to tell you
or-
right now, you're never going to be able to buy a magic item from any vendor ever, unless it's a special encounter.
I can get it right from the inventory list.
You
Plus
could
3 for
try.
free. You can certainly try.
You can certainly try.
Well, River could always steal the items.
This is true. We could go through that.
Now we got to do is find some.
Yeah, that's the problem. Most of the vendors in town are like, I don't have any magic items. It's basically mundane stuff.
Let's
Wait,
go.
Finest
do I-
of the stuff, but
Do I have any armor? I don't have any armor, do I?
you're a wizard. No, I don't think you do.
No.
Most wizards can't wear armor unless they have something. Like if you had another class, like you could be a warrior wizard and you could wear plate mail and cast spells,
Okay.
but you'd have to have the armor feat, the one with the
Right,
heavy
which
armor
I-
feat or whatever armor feat.
Yeah, which I don't have.
Right. So you're limited to no armor,
Yeah.
or you take
Sweet.
penalties for casting spells.
Sweet. Okay.
Are we gonna just say we went? I'm gonna blow my 45 coin on that.
Sure.
There you go.
And how
Yeah, you
much
can-
do we each have? 280, right?
No, you have 80 now because you got to buy your passage on the boat,
Right. That's right.
unless you're going to stow away.
I think we
I
can
don't
use
think
gold.
Is that an option?
I mean, the game's open ended. I'm not stopping you from trying anything. But
Oh
I
my
don't know
God.
what you know if you know what they do to stowaways
Do
on
we
the ship
just
that's
have-
down that sea, but it's not pretty.
Do we just have 80 gold each, or do we have any platinum or electrum or silver?
That's-
or-
I think
Everything,
it's all gold.
all of the copper, silver, electrum, platinum, everything was converted to gold. That's everything.
Okay.
You greedy
Because I
bastards.
wasn't going to mess around with trying to divvy up 25 platinum pieces and 2,000
Gotcha.
silver pieces.
Okay.
Well, thank you for doing that, though, because XG, that was really nice.
Thank you,
It
Ed.
was.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It keeps it simple. I like that.
I appreciate you.
So, are we moving
Alright.
on, fellas?
We're moving on.
Let's move on.
Let's get
All
on.
right,
the
you're
frickin'
paying
road.
your passage.
Yep.
Posing as ship
gonna-
hands.
I'm gonna stow away.
No, you're
Are
not.
you?
No,
You're
He's gonna pay his passage and then he's gonna stow away.
the Dragonborn guy is going to hide under the ropes.
Yeah, the
In
6
the
foot
bow
tall,
of the-
300-pound dragon.
Yeah, good luck
We
with
got to
that.
cut the head off this big snake and throw it overboard.
All right.
You could get rid of your Drake and say that he's your Drake.
Good.
Well, Sildar tells you that the town of Neverwinter has arranged for aid to help the city of Baldur's Gate, just to keep the tensions down in the area, and it also helps keep the refugees from coming up the coast and flooding the towns up here. So they're more than willing to help out. And Sildar has arranged for you to be part of that that passage,
Cool.
the journey. It's going to take approximately 12 to 14 days to sail down the coast. The ship will make no stops along the way. And
What do we move? Like 5 blocks a day or something like that? 5.
well, by sea you move a whole lot more, but
Oh, that's right.
basically there's some rough seas here and there. The weather gets rainy, calm, rainy, but for the most part the journey is pretty uneventful. No hazards, no pirates,
Excellent.
no krakens,
Unleash the Kraken.
no mermaids, no sirens.
No, my.
And you eventually make it about 2 weeks. Right before you get to the mouth of the river, there seems to be a whole lot of military ships hanging out. The deckhands kind of run around, raising sails, raising flags, communicating across, and the ships kind of part and let the boat head up the harbor. And you make it eventually to the city of Baldur's Gate.
Oh wow.
The ship docks. Let me bring you guys to the city.
So is this still in Pathfinder, or is this a different?
Oh, you're not. Are you in this adventure? I don't know if you got the link. Were you here last time?
I don't think he was here either.
Yeah, you might not have the link. Here, hang on. Let me. Are you on?
Okay, so I got to back out of Roll20.
Yeah, but it's going to be in Roll20 again. It's just going to be a different game that you're going to join. Hang on. Let me. No, I got to back out of
That's
this.
a big ass town.
Sorry.
It's the town of Baldur's Gate. No, it's cool. I just need to. I need to get the link, and I can't get the link in the game.
Yeah, because I was looking at like Neverwinter map.
Yeah, I totally forgot that. Some people weren't here last time. Invite players.
The city looks really cool though, because it's like a hexagon or something.
All right. Are you
With
on
the bay?
Discord, Kenny?
I am. You can send it. Just put it in a group chat, and I'll forward it to my email.
All right, hang on. Let me get it to. What?
Or you can send it. Can you send it to my email from your?
I can send it
computer?
right to your email. Yeah, just put your in private chat in Discord or StreamYard. Yeah, just put your email in there, and I'll send it directly to your email.
All right.
That would probably be the easiest way, actually. Unless you want everybody in the stream to know your email. So.
I don't care.
I don't think they do anything, but
I don't know. Do you trust
It is
Victor
in
Coco
private chat.
and
I don't know, that Victor guy. He's a little shady.
Flyway? And what about that Killer Kitty?
I heard.
I don't know. She's a
Kitty.
killer. Why
Killer
would you trust
Kitty's
anybody with
probably
killer in the
the
name?
easiest one there.
Yeah,
Killer
just
Kowalski.
give them your in-laws address.
All right, I believe I sent the invite. So check it in a sec.
Kenny,
there.
how do you feel about your in-laws?
I like them. My
Oh, that's
mother-in-law.
cool.
She's our babysitter, so she's nice.
Did she seem to do a pretty good job raising your wife?
Yep.
Oh, good deal.
Roll20 campaign invite.
Yep, it should be Dungeons and Degenerates. The Legend Continues. That's what it's called.
It indeed is.
You may join that adventure.
Launch game. Oh, now I gotta open this in another window.
Okay. So I will go over some brief things about the city here. The city of Baldur's Gate, you are arriving by the river here. You can be one of these little boats here. The city is surrounded by a wall, and there's basically two tiers to this city. If you can see, this wall here is what separates the lower city from the upper city. And that means exactly what it says. This whole part of the city is actually on a higher elevation plain or a plateau than the rest of the city. There is actually ramps and roads that go up to reach the upper city, and it's all surrounded by walls. And as you can imagine, the elites live in the upper city, and everybody else lives in the lower city. And those that aren't fortunate enough to even make it in the city live in the outer cities.
How do I get rid of the icons and just have the names on the map again?
In the upper right-hand corner, there is a pair of cogs.
Yeah.
Or a cog. You want to click on that. You want to scroll down to audio video.
Okay.
And then you'll see two tabs there. One says audio video chat. One says video display. Go to the video display. And then you'll see that it says player video avatar size. You just want to click that to names only. And it should free up all that crap off your thing. I'm assuming that's what you were asking me. That's what it sounded like you were asking me.
Upper right corner cog. Manage extensions. No.
Nope. Go down to audio video. And then you want to click on that. And then there's two tabs right there. One says chat and one says display.
Okay.
Click on this.
It's not. I'm not seeing it.
All right, you clicked on the cog in the upper right, correct?
Yeah.
And there's
when I click on that, it says extensions beyond 20, manage extensions, open Microsoft Edge add-ons.
Okay, you are not in Roll20 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Or you're not clicking on the cog in the Roll20 menu. You're either clicking on the Microsoft or the Windows or whatever, the browser tab. In Roll20 itself, there's you know where the little text window is?
I found it.
Okay.
Did you find it though?
Text chat options, right?
Yeah, and then you want to go audio video, and then you want to go to no, it's not. It's audio video. Video display. There's two tabs at the top right there.
Okay.
Right underneath.
Yep.
And then click on player video avatar size, names only is the drop down.
Okay.
And that should get rid of the big thing from the bottom there.
Thank you.
Yup. Okay.
We're all set. Good to
now
go.
you have a basic understanding of the city. Basically, the lower city is held in control by the Flaming Fists militia, which is controlled by people in the upper city. The gates, from what you've heard, have been sealed. There's a gate. There's basically three main gates into the city. This one, and this one. They're not allowing anybody in or out. However, the guard is notoriously famous for taking bribes at any turn they can. So it wouldn't be surprising if people are still getting in the city. Your boat docks at one of the major docks. Most of the other boats are locked down or only allowed to leave and not come back. You guys are granted a dock, and you guys moor up.
Did you just say we're not allowed to leave and come back?
No, I'm saying once most of the boats here that they're either not allowed to leave at all, or if they're allowed to leave, they're not allowed to come back.
We're being allowed in.
They're only
Sounds like
few very people are allowed in. Exactly, it's basically
We're bringing
a lockdown city.
Supplies.
You are bringing aid to the town to help out in this crisis.
Do I need to
And that's why your vote.
refresh, or is our little guy not in here yet?
He's not in there yet.
Not
Okay.
in
I
there.
haven't put him in there. I didn't put him in there yet. I can easily put him in there, but it's a huge city, and you guys really have no idea where this person is, so you're gonna have to kind of skulk around.
All right, let's find the nearest bar.
Okay.
I
How
hear
are you
there's
at?
a good troll bar here.
Troll bar.
Nah, never mind.
Well, you're asking the deckhands if they know of any good bars.
Yeah.
Well, a few of them mention a place called the Elven Song. It's a place of some notoriety. Apparently, an elven spirit haunts the place, and every once in a while, if you're lucky, you'll hear her sing her song.
Oh.
It's just a bit of a novelty. Never heard it, and has never hurt anybody, and all the patrons seem to enjoy it when it happens.
Do we trust the deckhands? To ask them if
Yes.
You've been sleeping day and night for them for the last 2 weeks. If they wanted to harm you, you wouldn't be here.
Oh, that's right. All right. So maybe would any of them know where we would find any of the Hell Riders or somebody?
I don't even know what a Hell Rider is, boy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the bar.
We going to the bar. Everybody knows everybody at a bar. You just look for the
Everybody
shady
knows
people.
everybody.
Everybody knows your name.
They don't exactly know where the elf. Well, I mean, at least they don't remember. It's been so long since they've been in this town. But sure, if you ask around, you can find the Elf Song Tavern.
You guys think we should talk to the dock workers?
They'd probably have a better sense, perhaps,
Yeah.
since they live here.
Yeah, if they're locals, I mean that makes sense. Are they? Because the guys we just rode in with don't necessarily live here, right?
No, they don't know.
No, they don't live here. They're just basically sailors.
So what, Ed? What do you think we should ask?
They're married to the sea.
I'm regretting that we didn't buy a couple bags of potatoes.
What?
Tubers.
Since all the people are like refugees and stuff, it'd make us more look like we're humanitarians.
Well, that's what we're delivering, right? Isn't it humanitarian aid, essentially? From
Yeah,
we brought a whole ship full of humanitarian aid.
Yeah, Ed,
Okay.
we got it.
Well,
in
let me
spades.
pull your token into this.
Well, I think it's a good idea to go to the dock workers and say, "Hey, can you point us? Have you heard of the singing elf? What was that? The
Whoa!
elf song?
The Elf Song Tavern.
The Elf Song Tavern? I'm
Yep.
thinking they have because it's probably like Fast Eddie's.
Here, I'm put you at this
Everybody's heard of
dock right
Fast
here.
Eddie's. So
Everybody
to-
is insane.
we'll go there and get some good stew and some ale and look for somebody that maybe will even approach us.
I like it.
Okay.
Yep.
You head to well, you ask the dock workers, and
Yep.
they tell you, yeah, the Elf Song Taverns is a solid, reputable place. Good place for a meal. Maybe you'll be lucky and hear the song.
Cool. Hey, question: Do we have like a sigil or something that the like Harpies or Lord's Alliance will recognize us?
Yes, I believe you do, and I believe the Harper's is more like a sign. You know, you got to
Yeah.
do the old wiping the eyebrow, like you're in the know. That's how it's like that.
Secret handshake.
Like some baseball shit going on.
We gotta throw up
You're thinking.
we gotta throw up some gang signs.
Yep. The Lord's Alliance does have a sigil symbol of some sort. of a shield with a sword. And members of the Alliance would recognize it. All right.
Is that
What was I gonna do?
Is that something we could carve on like one of our items that we have? Maybe my staff or something.
I believe they gave you
Okay,
a
There was a
little token
pendant.
thing. Yeah, a pendant. That's
a pendant, right? And one of us is wearing that. I'm assuming.
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
GM layer.
Tommy would also like to ask us to ask the dock workers who's the sleaziest money grabbing person in town.
Yeah, I'll do the crypt walk. That's right, Tommy.
Well, there's quite a few sleazy, underhanded people in this town. It's hard to bet.
It's a big
Yeah.
I'm sure every time you find one, there's somebody gonna be topping them.
topping them.
Yep, for the worst. This is not a town for the faint of heart, for sure. And watch your back, or you might find
That's
a
what
knife.
we
in
have
it.
X2 for.
I got your front.
All right. Well, they point you to the Elf Song Tavern. I just marked on your map.
Okay.
We'll give you a
Cool.
rough
It's in the sleazy part of
description.
town. I like it.
Yep, most everything is in the sleazy part of town. And there are guards at the non-sleazy part of the town to keep the sleazy people out.
Yep.
They have guards that we can bribe.
I mean, I'm sure enough coin speaks in this town for sure.
Or we can sneak it past them. You cast your little invisibility
knows?
cloak, cast whatever that is, and away we go.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm assuming you guys are heading to the Elf Song Tavern.
Yes, we are.
Elf Song Tavern.
Okay.
Is there a candle shop around? Can I buy like I want like a souvenir.
Sure. Seems to be about midday.
You're about to get cut for a souvenir. Or a
Can we get
market
Mexican
thing.
street corn here?
Let's see. Does this take
Now
us
I want
to...
Mexican street corn.
I've never had Mexican street corn, but I like Mexican food and I like corn.
Sounds like
Mexican
it's a
street corn
win-win.
is delicious.
Isn't it just like that corn? It's like on the grill, all buttery and stuff.
I think there's
Yeah,
mayonnaise on it.
it's got it's like grilled corn on the cob with mayo and like seasoning and shit.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
You had me tell you got to the shit.
Well, not literal.
I ain't no shit.
I see enough corn in my shit.
Right? You don't digest it.
All right, so we're at the Elf Song Tavern.
Elf Song Tavern. Okay, let's see. Is there a description here? Dun, dun, dun.
I should. We made
I'll
it
read this to you.
without being stabbed in the back.
This is what one of the dock hands tells you. No wise person walks the streets of Baldur's Gate or enters one of its taverns without a weapon or an armed escort. Anyone who's lived in the city for more than a 10-day knows this from experience. Taverns might appear safe at a glance, but they are the most dangerous places in Baldur's Gate, full of alcohol, tempting coin, and unscrupulous people.
Sounds like a place
people
for
watching
us.
our show.
Volothamp Godarm, who was a notorious tavern reviewer, encapsulated his Baldur's Gate experience as hard on the stomach, especially when somebody sticks a knife in there. Customers are expected to look after themselves when fights break out, and one shouldn't expect to have any sympathy from the Flaming Fist. Tavern murders are common. Tavern murders are common and usually end with the poor victim being dragged away and left in the alley to be pecked clean by the urchins and then eaten by the rats or tossed in the harbor. One of the most popular games in town is called Baldur's Bones. It's a dice game, and you'll find it at every tower, and I'm sure every tavern, and somebody's always willing to play. So it's pretty simple.
I like dice games.
Okay, well, you make your way to what looks like a pretty old building, well kept. Inside, it seems like a well-appointed tavern. There are a few people inside, sitting at tables or at the bar. Seems to be a couple thugs watching the doors, making sure nobody gets out of hand. Other than that, you see somebody attending bar while two young men deliver drinks and food to tables, and they joking with the clientele on and off. There are two bouncers. There's also an animated suit of armor that looks like it would be called in if a fight breaks out. And there's also a gruff female half ogre. Seems to be part of the staff.
Ew.
The patrons are well armed. Some of them look very thuggish. They're huddled around tables in the main room and in private booths. There are some padded chairs angled towards the fireplace on the east wall. Underneath the creaking wooden staircase, there's a second floor. Usually has rooms. Bum, bum, bum. There is a couch that sits next to a wooden sea chest that has an assortment of games, including the Baldur's Dice.
Is it a gambling
Baldur's
game?
Bones. Yes, it is a gambling game. If you
Is
would
there
like,
any
I can
barcodes?
explain how to play it.
Yeah.
All right, Baldur's Bones is a dice game that requires several six-sided dice. The rules are as follows. Each player puts the agreed ante into the pot. Each player rolls 3 dice, then proceeds clockwise around the table, with the host of the game going last. On their turn, a player can choose to stand or roll. If the player stands, the next player can take a turn. The player who rolls takes an additional die and rolls it. If the total exceeds 21, they bust and they're out of the game. So basically, it's like blackjack with dice. You start with 3 dice, and you roll, and then you can go around the table and roll another dice, and keep rolling dice around the table until somebody either busts or last man standing.
Can we play this at the Clash?
Sure. I don't see why not.
I'll bring the dice.
It seems pretty simple.
I'll bring my CeeLo dice.
Apparently, my camera's locking up.
You're breaking up a little bit.
My
At least
audio?
on my end, you were.
Interesting.
You did for a second when you were explaining the game.
Yeah, my camera got weird, so let me mute the camera. I'm hoping that was dice, because it didn't sound like dice.
Yeah, right.
Just putting that out there.
You notice how everybody just ignored it. Just
There's a
didn't hear any of
thunderstorm
it.
outside.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Some barking spiders.
Okay. So you are currently sitting in the Ilsong Tavern.
Do we have a map?
No, there's really no need for a map for this. Unless a fight breaks out and then we have to deal with combat, but we can do this in the theater of the mind.
Okay.
So is there much of a crowd?
There's a few people sitting around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe about 10. Some of them look a little more interesting than others.
Are we having a hard time trying to figure out who it is?
You can
Who to talk to?
kind of sit around and kind of listen if you'd like, and see if you can discern things from people in the bar.
Yeah, let's do that.
Listen to the conversations and whatnot. Try not to be too suspicious about it.
We're all gonna order some pints.
Uh,
Take a pint of the finest mead.
And some food too, I would imagine.
oh yeah, sure. One of the 2 men running around joking with and delivering drinks comes over to the table sooner or later, and what can I do for?
What's good
What
on
do
the
you have
menu?
on the menu?
We have many types of ales and some mead.
I don't
Wine?
have to scan a QR code for the menu, do I?
Nope.
All right.
We have grog and better grog.
And what do you have for food?
Hunter stew.
Perfect.
Ooh.
I think we all. Well, I want a hunter's stew and an ale.
Okay.
I'll
Coming
take
right up.
mead. I'll take a mead.
Coming right up.
I wonder how much this shit costs before I eat or drink anything.
It's reasonable. I'm sure you can get your entire meal, including a tip for under a gold.
Do you have a hard cider?
Sure.
I'll take that.
Easy enough. All right. Well, he takes your orders and disappears while you guys are sitting around. You can notice around the room that you see. These are the people of note that you notice in the room. Seems to be a human who looks like he's a punch-drunk shipwright who has no eyebrows.
Well, he ain't
There
rubbing
is
his
a
eyebrows, is he?
halfling that has a scar on their face and is apparently flipping a coin. There's somebody, a human, that is sitting in a corner scribbling on a quill and paper and making some observations in a small book. There is also a half-orc who seems very jovial, strong-jawed, and has a bellowing laugh, and appears to be really good at catching rats that he sees in the corner.
I hope that's not where the hunter's stew comes from.
I don't know. You can keep an eye on him. There's also a human who is wearing some sort of almost looks like priestly robes. Seems to be very engaged in the game of Baldur's Dice at the moment with a few other tavern patrons. And there is a halfling that is wearing a colorful cape. Seems to be looking down his nose at most of the other tavern folk.
Do you guys want me to find the person?
Find the
Yes.
person. Yeah.
I could use my spell of augury now.
Mmm.
We've been saving it for a good day.
Awesome, Ed.
Let me look the spell up. Augury spells.
I think it's a good idea.
Second level divination. By casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, or laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool. So you have to tell me how you're going to actually divine. You will
with my
receive an
hands.
omen. Tea leaves? Is that what I just heard?
With my hands, I'll have my hands and I'll have some dice like this.
So if you roll dice, it'll look
So
like
you're rolling dice. Okay. Rolling dice. Okay. We have a certain kind of dice that, you know, that you were taught by your elders how to read. And I'm assuming you're casting a spell, right?
Yeah,
Or are you using the scroll? One of the two.
the scroll.
Okay.
I don't have the spell.
You receive an omen about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. That's what the spell says.
What?
So you will receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Is it a good or bad omen?
That's what the spell is going to tell you.
Okay.
If you plan like, hey, should we go attack the dragon? And then the spell will come back, whoa.
Wow, I really wasted the spell.
Well, no, because now
No,
our
yeah,
question
I mean,
is, we
you
got
don't have to.
decide what our course of action is going to be.
You don't
And-
have to cast a spell right now either if you didn't realize that's what it does. So I will let you not cast the spell.
So here's
thought it
my
was like-
plan.
Yes.
I wanna join the dice game.
Okay. You can join the
And
Baldur's
if
Dice
Ed-
game.
Does Ed want to use his spell to see if that is a good course of action?
I wouldn't waste it on that.
Yeah, I think we ought to save it for like a major
Alright.
fight that we're about to use
Yeah.
to see if we're all
Wheel or
going to get
woe.
killed.
Basically, it gives you wheel or woe on a course of
Yeah.
action, or depending on what you're trying to do. It's very conditional.
I mean,
so.
if you're trying to gamble and get 1,000 gold or something,
Well,
we could say,
I will-
should we gamble 1,000 gold? But
I
I'm
will even
trying.
go so
I'm
far
more,
as to I'm not even worried about the 30-minute limit. If you had a course of action you wanted to take as a party, I don't care about the time frame. As long as that's what you were going to do, I'll give you the wheel or woe.
Well, I mean, there's obviously some people we need to talk to, right?
that's my end goal is I want to get into the game and like chat with the people playing the game and maybe I can learn some stuff.
It's not a bad goal.
Let's just use our normal investigation and save the scroll for when we fight something.
Yeah.
And we could say, is this guard going to kill us or not?
Right. Or is it a good idea to attack this dragon?
Yeah. Should have done that a long
Should
time ago.
Ed
Yeah,
touch the
exactly.
skeletons laying on the floor?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So you want to get involved in a game of Baldur's Dice? Or
Yes.
Baldur's Bones? Okay. Let's see. How many people we'll get you. You can sit around and you can eventually kind of like, hey, the group that is gambling, they'll put you in. There's currently 4 people there in the group. They tell you the ante is 10 gold. We don't play for chump change around here.
10 gold, huh?
That's right. Everybody puts 10 gold into the pot.
I'm in for it.
All right. Let me see. Can I we got to make these rolls as Oh my god, I can choose how to roll. All right. I'm going to roll as abysmal chickens, okay? Hopefully you can see this. All right, so there's 4 people in the game, and you are one of them, so you will need to roll 3 dice.
3, 6
Oops.
die, right?
Yeah, I rolled the wrong dice. Can you see that roll? The abysmal chicken roll? Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 6-siders, and I rolled 3 12-siders, or 20-siders. So everybody rolls. I'll roll this 3 times. Okay.
How
Is it
do I
12?
do it? I click the dice down here, right? Oh no, this one. Roll 3d6. Right?
Yep, 3d6. Okay, now you will be the newcomer, so you have the option to roll another d6 or to stay with your 14.
Well, in blackjack, a 14's a stay, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can only roll 6 max.
I was gonna say, I don't think you can bust even if you rolled a 6.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
it's going to be for the later rounds. You want to roll as little as possible, and right now you got the highest score.
Yes, you do.
All right. So I'm
You
gonna
got the worst
roll.
odds.
I'm gonna roll another d6. How do I? It only gives me the option. Oh, never mind.
You can figure it out. All right, so you're currently at a 15. All right, the one that has a
Good roll.
10 is definitely going to roll a d6. So the 10 is now a 16, and you are at a 15. The 9, everybody's going to roll.
Yeah, the odds are in their favor.
So let me just type this out. We got 16, 16, 15, 16, 15, and the last person is, I'm just doing this for fun, by the way. 4, so that would be 16. And you are at a 15. And it's
Nice
currently
job.
your turn. Do you want to stay or do you want to roll?
Oh,
Hmm?
serious? Ain't that
I roll.
Well, currently he's at what, a 15, so he's going to lose.
How?
He's currently, because 16 is higher than 15.
Yep.
And I rolled.
And you rolled a 6,
Yes.
which would give you 21.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, son.
I'm like, how?
Everybody at the table kind of groans. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, that motherfucker's one.
All right, so where are we at here? Did I type that? Yeah, I did. Okay. So the first one that has a 16 is going to roll. So like, I go, all right, we got to roll now. Did that roll?
19.
Yes, a
Yep.
3. Okay.
19.
Yep, so they're at 19. Next one. Another 3. So 18.
Yep.
And the third one. Two. Puts him at 18.
Doggone it.
All right, I'm assuming you're still staying with your 21.
I'm gonna stand.
All right, well, they got to roll.
Good luck, Kenny.
First one. Oh, he rolls a 19. He said a 20. Second one. Bust. He throws his hands up, kicks the table. And the last one, curses your name. It's down to
Just
the last
two of
person.
us.
Yep. And what is it,
I'm gonna
20 or
stand again.
21? Well, yeah, you.
Kenny, you're going to be rich.
All right. The last roll, he's like, well, I only have one. I got to make a roll or I'm going to lose. So he has to roll 1 or less.
4.
And he does not. You take the pot.
So what is
Yeah,
that? 40.
30, well,
right?
30.
40
You put-
gold richer.
Yeah. 30
You put
plus.
you put 10 in, so yeah, you gain 30. There you go. Your first game of Baldur's Bones.
Nice.
Congratulations, dude.
As you continue playing for the rest of the evening on and off, you can join a less high stakes game. Play for fun, more or less, and kind of get some info.
Yeah.
Townfolk,
Beginner's luck.
yeah, they don't really. I mean, the people you're playing with don't know a whole lot. They do know that the town has been locked down. They know there are. I'm assuming your whole entire goal is to try and find info about the Hell Riders, right?
Yeah. Because our end game right now is finding our Hell Rider contact, right?
Yes, right now, exactly. Well, from what you learn is that the Hell Riders are basically pretty much there's a bounty out for them. So if anybody finds them, they can certainly make money on them. Assuming it's a solid lead. But there are some places that even so go under the eyes of most people. Bunch of the less savory inns, let's put it that way, in this town would probably have better contacts, better places.
Okay.
One of those inns is called the Low Lantern. It's actually an old ship that's been docked for a decade now. It's no longer seaworthy, but it is.
Thing in the world to do.
Whoa. He said it's basically a ship that's been docked. It became an inn. The owner owns the ship, but it is not seaworthy. All sorts of what the hell is going on there, Ed?
I'm trying to just check how my video did today, and it keeps being so loud. I turned it all the way down. I won't check.
Oh shit! I never put out any video for tonight. Oh my god, this is like the first short I missed in like 3 months.
There's still time. There's still time.
Womp womp.
3 minutes. All right, let me go make a short real quick. Hang on, guys.
We could.
No, I'm not gonna do
I'll
that.
share one with you.
Well, I'm gonna have to go pretty soon and put my kids to sleep. So
No, it's cool. We're gonna end this in a couple minutes here. Just I'm gonna give you this lead.
okay.
Just to make it easier on me because I really haven't prepped much beyond this point.
Mhm.
And we've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that info, your best lead is to check some other shady inns, and there's one currently called the Low Lantern. I can actually unmark that on your map, so we can remember it.
Yep.
Like I said, it's an old ship, and it's now basically a landmark. It's an inn. Down by the docks.
Cool.
Okay. And so I'm gonna keep the 10 gold that I had played with. I'm gonna put the extra 30 that I won into our group pot.
There you go. Kenny's paying back.
Oh. Thanks, Kenny.
Okay.
So if we want to divide that up, that's 5 gold apiece, right?
Yeah.
Between 6 of us,
So we each get five gold.
except Rico's not here, so
Now, what you know about the this place you're in, the Elf Song Tavern, is that there is a spirit that haunts this place that occasionally shows up and sings an elven song of her long lost lover, right?
mm-hmm.
Well, when you're sitting around, all of a sudden, out of the middle of nowhere, you start hearing an elvish melody being sung, and everybody kind of stops. Exactly. Does anybody here speak Elvish?
Yep.
Hold up.
I do.
Okay. Well, this is what you hear being sung. Oh, sing a song of Elturel, of water, woods, and hills. The sun dawns on her ruddy cliffs, in fields green and still. The land of long abiding joy, home of the strong and brave, renowned by all across the realms, and never once a slave. Oh, sing a song of Elturel, when foes are at her door, her fields torn by cloven feet from some infernal shore. Arise, the mighty hell riders, take up your swift, keen words, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter the devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of El Turo, and when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath the companion's light until the dawn does call. We're bound by mortal covenant that only ends with death, and so we'll sing a song of El Turo until our final breath. Right?
I saw that movie. It had
Now, the bartender, who looks like the owner of the place, just stands in complete shock. And everybody looks around, not the patrons, but the staff. And they all look around like, what the hell just happened? They do seem like in shock about it.
Is that unusual?
If you ask that to
Yes.
one of the staff, they've
Yeah.
never heard that song before. She has only ever sung one tune, ever, and it was not that. I don't speak Elvish, but I know it was not the song she sings.
Really?
Yep.
bum, bum,
Usually,
bum.
Right.
from what I've heard, it's a song about her long lost love. This sounded nothing like that.
That was a message to us.
I think it was. Was anybody paying attention to what it was?
I drifted.
I was gonna wait and have Whip tell us what it meant.
Well, so I don't think we want to bring it up here, but as we exit, I can let them know that the song was all about El Turo. And the beauty of El Turo, she mentioned the Hell Riders, she mentioned the companion. So it's interesting that she is hearkening out to, the problems that are going on there in some sense. And I do think it's got to be some kind of hint for us.
Mm-hmm. To go to the canyon?
Well, to go find our contact and figure out what we do after that. But
Okay. So we have a elf spirit on our side.
Well, there is two of us that speak Elvish. I actually
Yeah.
do myself.
There's three of
And
us. There's two of us are elves.
two of you are elves.
Yeah, I think I'm. I don't remember what the hell I am. I'm Heinz 57. Okay.
Well, this is probably a good place to pause for the night, and we can pick it up next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Awesome.
the intent is probably going to be to head down to the Low Lantern, but we can pick it up.
Yeah, but also remember parts of that song.
I'll rewind
Well,
and burn it
I
into my
was going
brain.
to say I'll catch the replay.
Yeah.
The owner of the inn can only speaks very little Elvish, and the only thing he picked up out of it was the companion and the Hell Riders, and he knows both of those are. He believes the companion is a reference to the artificial sun that was
That's correct.
protecting the town of Elturel, and the Hell Riders were their knights. But I have no idea why that elf sung that song.
Perhaps it's just because of all the trouble going on in Elturel right now.
Perhaps.
Yeah. We
What a weird omen, that's for sure.
Indeed.
we wouldn't want to elude that it may be because of our presence.
Heck no.
Right.
No.
We'll be on a
Right.
stake.
Cool.
Cool. All right, guys. I gotta run.
All right, dude.
All right, later, Kenny. Thanks.
Don't run in
Have a
the
good
house.
night.
You might fall down.
Yeah.
Good
Kenny.
night.
And we'll see the rest of you guys. Whoops, I clicked that too early. We'll see the rest of you guys next week, I guess. So
Cheers, everyone.
tune
Thanks
in,
for coming.
stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next one.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.